The name of the song, Prince? I don't know. Let me find out for you. Got a second here. I think it's called Sugar by Vibe Tracks. You can find it on the YouTube free sound library. Well, hello and welcome. The qualifying 2 is just about to begin, so the stream will also be about to begin. But welcome everybody that's along for the ride. Formula 1 is on tonight. Let's head on over to the end of Q1. And at the moment, it's Zenrazo on top. There won't be anyone out in this session. That was why we delayed the start. So thank you very much for your patience, everybody, and welcome to tonight. My name's Josh from Demo 1 Garage, and this is the FNL1 eSports Formula 1 Grand Prix, round number 6 here from Hungary. And it's so good to have you all along. Don't forget you can catch us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch each time we go live. Don't forget to support those leagues that make this all possible. This one's by FNL1 eSports. Go to FNL1esports.com. And if you want to join the league, they're more than happy to have some new drivers. So check out the instructions on their Facebook. How's Discord, Prince of Underground, you ask? Our Discord it's a little bit quiet at the moment. What do you call it? The summer break is on. And obviously there's not a lot happening.
Fuck, that'd be a weapon if it's a VJ problem. Yeah! Yeah! Get through with a 2 minute 18.4! Woo!
Lighten it up, Mike. Lighten it up. No, it's that time, Mike.
One bet. Maybe.
The feelings got hurt last night after hearing that.
Zen on top.
Yeah, well, you got to stop being... Even Gasly's more famous than you. You know, you know?
Mate, the captain's slow. Slow and steady wins the race, bro.
Not that fucking slow.
Yeah. If anyone drove like that in Germany, man, in real life Germany, they probably would have won the race.
So, we get to hear from the drivers a little bit there, but we're about to start Q2. So, welcome along. Here's Q2, the all-important Q2. Even Gasly's more famous than you, Prince. Yeah, that was a funny call out there. That's why I let you listen in on what the boys all say sometimes, because it's kind of funny. Good insight. All right. Let's have a look at what is going on. Everyone's on softs at the moment except for Epic. Hards. Kiwis picked hards. And one of them's coming out. Hawks is out there, and so's a few other drivers as they take to the track here for Q2 in Hungary. Now, let's go over some of the constructors' and drivers' standings as they currently sit after the German Grand Prix. There's Hawks on top with 102, and he's starting to build himself a bit of a lead over Zen, the reigning champion. And then it's BP with Yayo in behind there. Bots just gets into the top 5 with 42 points. You can see Epic and Mike both equal. So is Aussie as well. So there's a really big competition through the midfield. And the kid, who's no longer with us, is still on 27. So he was had a really good start to his season. It's unfortunate he's gone. Ming Man, he's there in 10th with 22. Crazy Kiwi with 17. Meadow, Vasily, Cougar, Damn You Nasty, and Race Fan finish off the points. So far, Breed in Warrior, Shellfish, and Azatak are yet to score anything. But you can see Hawks and Zen, they're the two favourites out there at the moment, leading the drivers. Here's the constructors for you. Mercedes on top, just like the real world. It's happening here in the FNL1 Championship as well. 118 points, not by far. And Renault, 96. Who'd have thought you'd see Renault that high up? A little bit on. That is what they probably would like to see. But anyway, 96 in the FNL1 series. Toro Rosso are beating their big brother, Red Bull. They've got 58. Ferrari are behind them, and then it's Red Bull. Alpha, McLaren, Williams, Haas, and Racing Point have only got 1 point. But you can see it's, again, hotly contested between the top 4 or 5 there and the top 2, Mercedes and Renault. Well, there's no clear winner yet. We've still got 20. Still got the full 20, 21 rounds to do. So let's see what happens tonight. Let's get back to the action at qualifying 2. There's just over 11 minutes to go. And looks like Kiwi is just finishing his hot lap here. He's on the hard tyres. This is going to be an interesting strategy. Little Black, he's made it from the F2 up to the F1 tonight, and he's racing there in the Alpha, or the Sauber, whatever you want to call it. Here's Mike. He's on the soft tyre, and Epic's chosen the medium. Where's one of our favourites, Hawks or Zen? Hawks is still in the pits, and so is Zen. Let's see what his teammate can do, Crazy Kiwi. So right on board. This is easily one of my worst tracks, missing the barriers. Is that so, Prince? It is. It's not an easy track, is it? It's really not. So, Kiwi, getting it all wrong. Getting it all sorts of wrong. Coming out of 9. And then out of 11 as well. He's also got that a little bit mixed up. Into 12. It's about 3rd gear corner. Should change. He's going to stay in 4th gear. Around he comes. And he'll come across the start-finish. And he's going to set the 3rd time of the night. It's a 1:21. Still a long way off this man, angry old fella. He's gotten himself a 1:18 on the soft tyre. Kiwi did it on the hard, and Breeden still a long way off. And there we go, Little Black setting the time to beat for tonight. 1:17.708. Hawks is still in the pits. Mike's is in there. Let's see what Epic can come up with as he rounds the last final few bends here at the Hungarian circuit. Accelerating hard onto the exits. He's going to see the timing line just in front of him, and he goes 3rd quickest for now, a 1:19.049, and he's on the medium. This is very, very different strategies being used by everyone here. This is interesting. The hard only being used by one, but there's a few drivers opting for the medium. That was odd. Seeing that car stuck there. Ooh, Angry looks like he's come back in. Little Black still leads the top. So that must have been bots getting DQ'd there for that. Zen's out, so one of the favourites is out on track, the first of them. And he's out on his outlap. So is BP and Yayo, Zen's teammate. All out in the outlaps. Aussie, Mike and Hawks look like they're waiting for a bit of track evolution to occur. So we've only got 9 minutes to go on this one. Zen winds the car up. And he gets around on his outlap. But, yeah, interesting. Tonight, I think strategy is going to play a big role, a part of this one. Half race distance. Kiwi's lap is your usual Hungarian lap, says Prince. What's Kiwi done? A 1:21. It's still a competitive time difference. Still very competitive time. So let's see what is in store for us tonight. As the drivers take their spots. It was an interesting Hungarian Grand Prix. Wasn't so crazy as the German Grand Prix, but I don't think any of us expected that to be the case. BP's gone back in. Zen's winding up his lap as well. All right, so here we go. We've got some laps on. 2 Mercedes boys. The only guys out on track at the moment. Very interesting. It's right on board with Yayo. Careful not to run too wide there. You get your time deleted. It's not hard to do either. Up into turn 11. Down towards 12. And then you got the 2 hairpins of 13 and 14. Got to get them through. So third gear, that's what normally you see. We've seen some drivers take fourth gear through there. Let's see what kind of time Yo-Yo gets. It's second quickest. Zen's not going to be too far off his time either. He's on the medium tyre. So they should be very comparable. But Little Black at the moment is proving to be the one to beat. He's taken the better compound, the soft. As Zen comes into 11 for his first flying lap. Gets the car slowed down, getting it rotated nicely. The car looks nicely set up. Using all of the track, making his corners as straight as he possibly can. He's going to get on the accelerator fairly early. That was pretty good. DRS open. Zen goes second with a 1:17.8. That's a very competitive time on the medium tyres. He'll be very, very happy with that. Will he go for the soft though, or will he sort of stick with that? Let's see what Track Evolution brings to the table as some of the other drivers are now out on circuit. Ming Man for the Red Bull, he's out there. And so is Aussie. And so is Hawks. So Hawks is actually just in behind Aussie. It's going to be very, very interesting. Let us know who you've got your money on tonight. Whether it's Zen, Hawks, or Little Black, or anyone in between, Angry even BP. BP's can sometimes pull out some very quick laps out of nowhere. Let me know who you think might win this Hungarian Grand Prix race. I think it's going to be a very tight contested one. But as these boys do their outlaps, and of course, if you find the sound levels are not correct or something's a little bit too loud or soft, please let me know. I can adjust things. Here goes Aussie for his first flying lap. Let's ride on board with him as he comes up towards turn 1. Well, this is technically 2. Down into the kink of 3 and then flying forwards up towards 4. The blind apex of 4. You just got to trust that the car will turn on you there, and it does. Into 5, sort of a tricky one to get right. Sort of want to get on the power a little bit quickly, but you've got to be a bit patient. 6 and 7, cuts as much as that as he possibly can. Into 8, through 9 now, and then up towards a flat out number 10, and then gets it cut into 11. It's easy to run very wide here. We've seen a lot of people do it. Sorry, this is 11 now coming in. So 10 is the one where you can run wide. Into 12, 13, around 14. And then back on the power as you come up towards the line. Aussie's going to be there. He's up in 3rd for now. That's a good time. What does Hawks get himself up to? Hawks has only gone 4th quickest. So Little Black has managed to stay on top. At the moment, with a 1:17.7, it's Zen in 2nd and Aussie for the Red Bull taking the 3rd spot. Hawks only managing 4th. Let's see what Truck Evolution brings for us. We've still got Mike and BP to go. But some drivers like Mingman, Kiwi, possibly Epic, going to want to do a little bit better. Angry's back out on track as we speak. So he's getting the car back around and wound up for a quick lap here. So is Mike. Mike's on his out lap. And I think BP is on his quick one. Let's have a look. This is where we saw the Toro Rosso boys in Hungary, side by side, Albon and Kvyat. That was an awesome battle, seeing those guys fight it on the edge, and it was just within, you know, racing limits there. It almost got a little bit aggressive, but it was perfect and it was awesome to watch as BP circumnavigates the Hungarian circuit. Prince, it was a quick, clean lap. You're right, from Aussie. He did a good job. Now, let's see where BP finds himself on this timing board. He's taken to the medium tyres. Gets out of it. It was a 1:18.9. That must have been his out. That for some reason that didn't count. So, wonder if that has been a disqualified time. But he did get a 1:18.9. That would put him in 7th position. At the moment, we're going to be losing Bots, BP, Mike for Q2, and then Q3, top 10 shootout. So not too far away. Mike's also in the Toro, so he's following his teammate here. I don't know if that's going to be a bit of a disadvantage, because the dirty air created by his friendly teammate ahead will actually be giving him 0 downforce on the front wing. That's why... Ooh, someone's out wide there. That's Hawks just giving a wide berth to the quicker boys out on track. Mike's doing his best. There's BP just ahead of Mike here. You can see he's running out of fuel. I wonder if this is an in-lap, but his time was not counted. Oh, Mike's coming around. Let's see what Mike can do. You can see he's got the ERS up to the max. He's almost deployed 100% of his energy, and he's going to do it all before the line, and it's only 7th at the moment. Still a good time. That'll get him through to Q3, but it could be a contentious spot. He might need to get himself out again. Well, look at that. There's only 55 seconds left. Epic's on an out lap. I think he should get it in. Angry. Looks like Angry's wound it up again. I think the top 5 are just happy with what they've gotten. Oh, a little bit wide from Angry as he pushes it hard. We've got Kiwi out there and Mike's out there. Epic, is he going to make it? Epic will make it, so he'll start his fast lap. Kiwi's also on a quick lap as well. He looks like he wants to get out of the bottom spot. Hello FIFA, what's cracking, man? Good to have you along again for the ride. If you haven't, if you didn't get to see the F2 from last night, I highly recommend you go check it out. An FNL1 eSports Formula 2 Championship, same track at Hungary, and it was awesome. If you want to pick a race, pick race 2. Checkered flag's out, and Crazy Kiwi is putting the best lap he can in. He's trying to get out of the bottom drop zone, which is where he's at. He needs to get 10th or better here. And it's looking pretty good at the moment. I'm not sure if his splits are good enough. He's not got a lot of time left. He's already used or he's deployed everything. Look at that. He's going to come to the line. I don't think he's going to get there. Oh, he's just hit 10th. He's just hit it. He's knocked Breedin out and he's knocked BP out. BP didn't get a time down. Epic, can he improve? He doesn't need to, but can he? He does. Wow, Epic up in a second. Look how much quicker those soft tyres are. Proving to be the difference. Wow, interesting. So, Little Black and Epic up the top with Zen in 3rd. Aussie taking 4th spot here in Q2, but we will lose. Breedin, BP and Bots. Bots got DQ'd. I'm not sure what happened there. It might have been just a disconnection error and it sort of thought he was parked on the track and that's why he got DQ'd. But the checkered flag's out and Epic has put it in epic lap. He needs to do that again one more time. going on, Air Marshal? Good to have you along for the F1. So there's your standings for Q2. We lose Breeden, BP and Bots. And that means Little Black and Epic will start on the softs. So will the Haas of Angry. The rest will start the race on mediums. So this is going to be quite interesting to see. The front row on the softest compound, the second row on the medium compound. So this will be a very interesting situation, I think. But thanks for coming along as well, as always. This is the F1, FNL1 eSports Formula 1 Grand Prix here at Hungary, hosted by myself, Josh from Demo 1 Garage, and thank you everyone for coming along. Love having you guys. And here we go, Q3's underway. Green light in Q3. And we're just waiting for some of the drivers to come out. Looks like there's they're busy in the Mercedes garage there. Renault have got their drivers out. And I think it's Zen there. Yep, that's Zen. Now comes Hawks. And his teammate just in front of him. So it's going to be a busy circuit, a very busy circuit. Let's see how they all navigate this. CME Racing, welcome. It's a shame you couldn't make it last night, bro, but thanks for coming along to the F1. So thanks. We got Prince, FIFA, Air, and CME Racing in the YouTube chat. You loved the stream last night, Marshall. Thank you very much, man. I'd also like to thank Aussie and Zen for organising that for you guys as well. So without them putting all the hard work in and getting you guys all signed up, we wouldn't have had such a good race. It was so good last night in the F2. I just couldn't believe we had 6 or 7 cars there in race 2, all fighting for essentially first. And then the last couple of laps come in, and we had Bots with the spin. We had Lukey get turned around with an overtake. We had Little Black, he was lagging a little bit. He's obviously fixed his internet tonight. He come flying and up, charging through. We had some of you rookie F2 guys really showing these veteran F1 blokes. You were holding your own. It was really good. So thank you very much, Air Marshal. I appreciate that. We're glad to have you along as well. So here we go. Q3 has begun. And I think Zen has got out and out in front of Hawks here. Sorry, that was Kiwi. This is Zen here on his quick lap. He's the defending champion of the FNL1 Formula 1 series. Oh, a little bit of opposite lock there. Had a bit of back end slide. Had to catch the tail of that. That's going to lose him some time. Out comes Hawks. I think Hawks is the first one on the road. As he comes up towards 11. Gets that turned in beautifully. That Renault's looking nice. Into the final 2 hairpins. Fastest lap, Little Black, a 1:18.042. So Little Black actually was the first one out. Let's see what Hawks can get. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. It's not going to affect Hawks. He goes top. Kiwi next to come across the line. Sorry, Zen's done a 1:17 and Kiwi does a 1:18. Here goes Mike. What can Mike do? He goes up to 4th, pushes Little Black down and Kiwi down as well. Yayo is also coming around to finish his lap. Angry seems to be out of this. I think Angry's had a bit of an accident. And Yayo goes quickest for now with a 1:16. 1:16.812, beating Hawks with a 1:16.8. And then it was Zen, Ming, Mike, Little Black, Kiwi, and Epic Game. We think we've lost Angry. I think Angry's had a bit of a crash. Epic's on his outlap. There's a yellow flag in this sector. It's not going to stop Aussie going quickly, though. He's yet to set a lap. Wow, this is very, very intriguing. I did say in Q2 the front row had the soft compound. For some reason, I completely disregarded that we got to do Q3. So Little Black and Epic will start the race on the soft compound tyres. Let's have a look what Aussie can do. He's using a lot of the road and more. I wonder if they're going to keep that time. Prince says these boys are lit. And Air Marshals agree. I agree too. There's no way I could do a 116, get anywhere near close to that, even a 117. Let's see what Aussie does. He does a 117.2. That's good enough for third at the moment, so that puts him on the second row. But we're about to find out in round 2 if that's good enough. Epic's yet to put a time down. Let's have a look what Epic does. Epic piloting the Ferrari. He's doing a good job so far. Gets it turned in nicely. Gets back on the power. That looked all good through there. He's coming around the final corner. Gets on the power. Sees the timing line. It's fourth fastest for Epic. And at the moment, there's your interim grid, but it's going to change. Don't go anywhere. And we've lost Angry, I think, to an accident, unfortunately. So Hawks is only off Yayo's time by 5 hundredths. And then it's Aussie 4 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths. So the top 6 split by less than a second. Even Mike is just over a second out. Very, very competitive. So we've got outlaps again for Zen. Looks like he's one of the leading drivers here in this second round of runs. Prince saying, you love this year's Ferrari. Shame it's an awful car. I don't know if it's such an awful car. I think it more has to do with the strategy team a lot of the time at Ferrari. But you're right, it really didn't have a good showing in Germany or Hungary. But they think they're on top of things for Spa. I think they'll do pretty well in Spa, actually, because they're usually really good down the straights. So I think, Ferrari might be in the element in Belgium. But let's see what Zen can do here in Hungary. And he's driving the Mercedes. Oh, that was a little wide there for him, wasn't it? I wonder if he's struggling with the setup of the car a little bit. Gets through there all right. We've seen people take a lot more curb and corner than that, though. So Zen being very careful about riding the curbs here. Got a little bit too much on the inside there. We saw him kick up some dirt. Zen's currently sitting 5th fastest. And he will start the race on the medium tyres. Where's he going to find himself after this? There's not going to be enough time left. He's coming in. Zen's coming in. He's not happy. He's changing something. Mingman's also out there. Mike is also out there on a lap. So is Little Black. And Crazy Kiwi coming through the chicane. Hawks. Fastest lap from Hawks, a 1:16, 5:48. He's taken top spot. And at the moment, Hawks is the one to beat. He's the one to beat. Here comes Mingman. In Sector 3 now. He's currently running 6th. He's Being out-qualified at the moment by his teammate Aussie. Can he match him or better him? Let's see what he can do. Timing line, and it's going to be... Ooh, he can't improve. He can't improve. Mike's come back in. Little Black is left out on track as well. Let's see if he can improve his time at the moment. He's only doing 9th fastest. Keeps a very tight line there, doesn't he? Wants to run. He wants to use all the speed on the exit. It was a 120. It wasn't any quicker, so I think he's fueled to go again by the looks of things. He's turned things up. That could have been his outlap, actually. Sometimes it's very difficult to see if they're on their outlap or their in-lap. Hawks is coming in. Aussie's wanting to improve his time. So he's just started his quick lap here as he hits through the first turn. Kiwi's out, interestingly. I don't know if Kiwi's had a mistake, unless he disconnected. I don't know if you guys saw that. Spa and Monza, Prince for Ferrari. Definitely Monza, definitely Spa. Oh, Mingman, that's not gonna bode him any chances. That's not gonna bode him well. Let's see what Little Black can do. Oh, wide again. Don't know if that's going to get his time deleted, but they are pushing very, very hard, aren't they? Hawks is still the top man, and Yayo's come out for an outlap. It's Little Black, though, who's next to set the time as he comes around the final corner. He's about to try best the 1:18.042. He's going to be very close. He does a 1:17.533. That's good enough for 5th. And we're running out of time here. There's only 55 seconds left. Aussie, can he best his time? Comes in very quick. 3rd gear through the final corner. I don't think he's going to do it. Looks like he's down. And that's still 3rd for Aussie. With Kiwi and Mingman are out. Mike's on an outlap. They should make it to the end. Zen should make it. Yeah, Zen will finish his outlap here before the checkered flag. And he will start a quicker lap. Yayo is also trying to best his time. He's looking for the pole position. He wants to take that away from Hawks. At the moment, though, it's interesting to see Zen is in 6th. If he can't improve from that, it's going to be a very difficult task for him to get through the field here in Hungary, because it's almost like Monaco without the barriers in some parts, and it's not a very wide circuit. Good overtaking position down into turn 1. Not so much turn 2. Though people had tried last night in the F2. They did try that. Let's see what Zen can put down. He's currently running 6th. Where's Mike on track? Mike's just coming around. He hasn't taken the checkered flag yet. Let's see what Zen's time can be as the checkered flag is flying. He's looking to best 6th. 1:17. This could be really tight. I'm not sure if he's up or down on his deltas. He's used all of his ERS. He's empty. It's going to be a decent time. It's a 1:16. And he takes the checkered flag in 3rd. That's the best he'll do. Can Yayo beat it? Can Yayo beat Hawks? Hawks has already finished. And Yayo's yet to take the check. Now Yayo's coming in, so he mustn't have been finishing. Aussie's coming in, and Little Black's in, and there we go. Confirmation of the grid. It is Hawks, Yayo, Zen, Aussie, Epic, Little Black, Kiwi, Ming, Mike, and Angry for your top 10. But Hawks and Yayo will share the front row here for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Formation lap coming up. So half race distance for these guys tonight. And let's have a look. Who took the softs? Little Black has the soft, so does... Was Hawks taking the soft? I can't remember. Or was it Kiwi? We'll find out in a second. Yeah, Marshall. That is quick qualifying, so can't wait to get mentored by these guys and get quicker. It'll happen, man. It'll happen if you They run a lot of practice sessions during the week, so I'm sure if you hit them up, even if you see any of them online, they're pretty keen to race as much as possible, so I'm sure they'll be happy to help out. Prince, an interesting top 3, you say. It is. Hawks sort of expected that, but the other 2, we haven't really seen them that quick before, so looks like they're improving as this season goes on. It's only round 6 too, so we've got a fair way to go. But I think we're in for a treat tonight, so welcome along everybody. My name's Josh from Demo1 Garage, and welcome along to some eSport motor racing here on the channel Demo1 Garage. This is the F1 FNL1 eSports F1 Championship, the Hungarian Grand Prix, round number 6, and you can catch it live on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. Your choice. Go pick it. I'll be there watching the chat. So good to have you guys along. Air Marshal Prince, CME Racing as well. FIFA Leopard as well, if you're still around. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget, if you're enjoying tonight's race, please hit the like and subscribe button so you can catch more of this stuff in the future. Sunday night, we will have a GT race, GT Sport, with the Race on Oz boys, a one-make Volkswagen race. Round number, I think they're up to 4. Track, I'm not too sure, but it's an always a treat to watch them race. But first, we've got the FNL1 eSports boys. So, formation lap gets underway. Now let's have a look at fitted tyres. So Epic has those softs. Little Black has softs, and Angry has the softs. So Epic. Let's see if Epic can get in front of Hawks before turn 1. It's going to be an interesting battle there. So, formation lap currently underway. And it's going to be this man, Hawks, is going to be taking us round and round and round. It's very vital to get your temperatures and your tyre temps all warmed up. Lay some rubber down on your pit box as you take off. You don't want to stretch out the field too much, otherwise you'll be standing on the grid for a long time, and that means your tyres will cool down to not their optimal operating range, and that's not what Hawks want. So he's gone through this formation lap quite quickly, actually. He's obviously eager to get started. My bad. Did they not put the formation lap on tonight? I don't think they did. That was the first lap. My bad, guys. I thought they were doing a formation lap. They usually do. I've been tricked. No wonder I was seeing overtakes, and I wasn't getting any of it. All right, the race has started. Who knew? They're already on the lap 2. And it's Hawks leading from Epic, Yayo, Mike, Little Black's in 6th, 7th. And then it's Bots in 8th, Aussie in 9th, Breed in. Zen is all the way down in 11th. I wonder what happened to him there. He's taken to the hard tyre. Did he enter the pits at all then? He did. So Zen, BP, Meadow, and Ming must have been involved in a bit of an incident because they've all taken to a stop. Akana laughing at me in chat. I thought it was the formation lap. I was like, wow, Hawks is going so quick on this formation lap. And no wonder he was. They were racing. Anyway, Meadowman's out. So we've lost Meadow already. Yayo, at the moment, pressuring Epic for a position. Losing a spot off the line. Epic, look at that. Flicks to the inside, trying to break that slipstream. Wants to get the defensive position early. He knows turn 1 is a vulnerable position. He's cut a lot of that corner as Epic, but they're going to be side by side as they come through the exit. We see Hawks come around. And it's Yayo and Epic side by side into turn 2. Again, neck and neck. And Epic has fallen in behind Yayo, and Yayo gets the overtake. Beautiful move on a corner. You wouldn't normally see it, but this is fighting for the second and third positions. Epic at the moment. It's being beaten there by Yayo. And looks like he's got a good run into the chicane. Oh, they're nice and tight through there. Yayo and Epic trading blows at the moment, though. They look okay. And it looks like Zen, BP and Mingman, they've got a lot of work to do after an incident early in lap 1. So there's your position changes here on lap 3. We can see Zen's lost 8, so's Ming, he's lost 5. But Bots has really come out on top with 5 up positions. An overtake there on Little Black. Mike getting it down on the inside. And Angry looks to be lining him up in his crosshairs for an attack. So Little Black right now has to watch his front and back. Looks like Mike is going to make a move on the Renault. He's trying to go round the long way. Kiwi, though, gets it done. Little Black has to trade blows with Mike here. Mike's going to have the inside line for 2, and he should succeed to this one. It's going to be hard to get around there. Very dusty. You can see the grip level's not ideal for Little Black around the outside. Angry's also there. That Renault of Kiwi having to defend quite early, coming into 4. What a race you've got on here tonight. Angry at the moment. And he's putting some pressure on Little Black here into the chicane. They all stay single file for the moment. It's the most safest option, I'd assume. But here's a little train of 4 cars all fighting for 4th here. This is the battle for 4th. As we watch the 7th place Angry try and navigate his way around. Little Black's gone a little wide. That's going to give Angry a run on the inside. And that's the move he was waiting for. Up into 11. That's a beautiful move from Angry. And he's going to keep it through the hairpin as well. Mike now will be under the pump. Because Angry, he's on a mission. And he's good to go. Ooh, Little Black, though, he's not fighting. He's not holding up with this little battle. Oh, they trade blows. I think Little Black's a little bit too close to the back end. I think he's lost some end plates on that front wing there. That's going to severely hurt his downforce. I'm not sure if Angry is... let's see, have a look. Can't really see anything. Again, going around the outside of turn 2. He seems to be fine with the grip out there. Oh, and Little Black's done it. He's got the position back for 6th. But at what cost, as he lost some end plates on his wing. Kiwi now can see Mike, and Mike can see Epic. So everyone here is really, really suited for a podium position. It's just whether or not they're quick enough. There's your currently fitted tyre. So the 2 drivers out the front are on the medium. Epic still on the soft. I thought he might get away from Hawks there at the start, but he didn't manage it. I do apologise about the start there, thinking they were on the formation lap. Just happens sometimes. Mike, though, is nice and close to the back wing of that Ferrari, driven by Epic Game. And I think Mike's got a decent run out of that last turn. And look at that, he's going to have the inside line for 1. This should be an easy move for Mike. And it is. Epic can't defend it. Might get the switchback, though. Oh, Mike does a good job of squeezing him out. And that's going to give Kiwi the run that he wants. And DRS for Kiwi as well. He's well within that 2nd. This is a great battle here for 3rd. And it essentially goes all the way back to at least 7th or 8th. As they're close enough. As this battle rages on, the guys behind are going to be getting closer and closer and closer each lap. So we're only lap 6 of 35. Have to think about strategy at some point as well. Prince saying Little Black overtook without an end plate. Amazing stuff at this level. Yeah, it is. Simulation damage. There's no driving line assist for them. You know, no assist. I think they're still allowed to use ABS. Or maybe it's traction control. I can't remember which one. But next season, that'll be all gone. They'll all be driving like the real guys do. But nevertheless, a great overtake there from Little Black without the end plate. Little Black getting bots, I think. No, that's bots. Little Black beaten up to the corner. It's his teammate. He doesn't want to press that situation too much. And outside for Epic. Kiwi on the inside. They're going to be back switching positions again for 3, coming up to 4. And Epic plays it safe. He slots back in behind because that would be almost suicide to go side by side through there at the speeds they're doing here at the moment. Bots right now leads his teammate Little Black. And I think he's playing it safe as well. Angry's fallen off that train a little bit. He was looking quite competitive early on. He does have the softer tyre. But interesting enough, Epic, Little and Angry, they're sort of falling off here after 6 laps. The medium tyre looks to be coming into its own. Breedin is a fair way back. There must have been an incident I do apologise I didn't get. But he does lead that as BEP, Mingman, and you can see how far Zen is. That's going to hurt his championship a lot. But he's gone onto the hard tyre here, and he should make it to the end. He's quite a calculating man, so I'm sure he's worked that one out. This is probably his best opportunity to get on the podium. And Aussie must have been involved in that too, because he's also taken to the hards. But it's Hawks who leads this one on lap 8, and he's got a 4-second lead on Yayo. And there he is, coming around 2. Mike, then again, 6 seconds off. Kiwi now also 2 seconds off him. There's some changes here as Epic comes down the inside of Bots at 2. Bots on the dirty line. There was not much he could do to reply to that. And that's Epic now up into 5th. So Little Black has actually gone into the pits. He's taken the medium tyre. So he's come back out in 10th there. So it looks like the soft is sort of at its limit. Let's see what Angry and Epic do this lap as well. Breedin's been given a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. And here's Little Black. He's got a lot of free air as well. And did he get a new nose? He did. So he's all fixed up now. And it's just him in the road for the next 20-odd laps. There's Ming, not too far behind Little Black. Zen, again, not too far behind at all. So it won't be long before these guys all catch each other up. But Epic's coming into the pits and Bots continues on. So Epic getting rid of those softs. Angry does the same thing. So they've come to the end of the life of those soft tyres. And Epic's gone onto the hards. Let's see what Angry does. He's doing the same move. So soft to hards. They'll be good now. Breedin moves up a position. This could be close between Little Black. Where is he? He's going to be racing them. Is he going to beat them? He's beaten Epic out of the pits. He hasn't beaten Angry though. Oh, he catches him on the apex though. Gets a good run out of the exit of 1. Can he get it there in time for 2? And he's done that beautifully. And he takes 8th position away from him. The Haas driver now got a lot of work ahead of him. But Little Black, I'm not sure he's going to make it to the end on those mediums. I don't know. He might. Angry and Epic definitely will be fine with the hard tyres. They're just going to be a little way off the pace of what Little Black can do here. So he's trying to find himself, build himself a bit of a buffer here. He's got a lot of work ahead of him. A lot of work ahead of him. So, again, hope you've been enjoying tonight's race. We had a very hectic non-formation lap, which I thought was a formation lap. We had an incident early on, which I unfortunately missed because I thought we were on a formation lap. But that's put one of our championship defender, Zen, down in 12th position, and we lost Meadow, I think, in that situation. Now Angry here, trying to hold off the works Ferrari. Angry, obviously, Ferrari engine under that Haas. And he's outpacing his big brother here at the moment. But the cars are all equal in the FNL1 eSports league. The way they sort of mimic thing is the guys who win at the end of the season got to choose basically any car they wanted. And then from there, so basically you'll get the fastest guys in the faster team, so it sort of mimics the real life. Sort of. It's we've had races where it's almost mimicked exactly that. We've had races where it hasn't been anything like it. And you can see already in this championship with Renault being up there as well, you know, Toro Rosso ahead of Red Bull. It hasn't really quite mimicked the real thing, but it's been a very interesting series so far. So here we go, Breed in. I think he's going to get DRS. He does. This is going to help him close the gap of BP. This is for 6th and 7th. Concertina into the braking zone. He's done that well, the Racing Point driver. Oh, Epic and Angry. Epic's gotten in front. The switch over from Angry. I don't know if he's got the pace to outrun him. Down into 2. But turn 1 has proven fatal once again for a position as Angry loses out. He's now in the top 10. And don't forget, the fastest lap as well will gain an extra point. Doesn't matter where you are on the grid. First, second, or last. If you get the fastest lap, you get the point. So Zen's been given a penalty for multiple warnings, probably crossing track limits. And look who we can see just behind Angry here. It's Ming Man. Ming is not too far off this little battle here for 9th spot. And he is on some older medium compound tyres. So he should be alright. But Hawks has got a beautiful lead on Yago. Just over 4 seconds the lead. Bots, though, is keeping Kiwi honest. And he's keeping that temperature high. And he's doing a good job of keeping up to the back of Kiwi here. They're both on equally old tyres. What we want to see is who reacts first when the pit stops come along. Does Bots try to go for it, or does Kiwi try to get something out of it? We'll have to wait and see whatever happens there. Breed in now. Chasing down Little Black in 7th. Little Black's got a newer compound. Oh, he's missed that. Totally missing that one. Oh, Angry's been involved in an incident. Just saw him drop down the order as Zan and Ming get by him. That front wing, you can see it flex as he hit the curbs there. I wonder if he spun himself or maybe Ming or Zen was involved in it. We won't know. Here's Kiwi and Bots, though, as battle side by side. And Bots has been beaten once again. Kiwi, look at the speed this Alfa Romeo has on this Renault. He's trying to get the wide line. I don't know if it's going to work for him here, though. It doesn't. Kiwi gets a really good pace out of there. Bots chasing and chasing and chasing. He's going to have DRS, though, if he can stay within. He's within the 1 second. He just needs to keep this gap as it is. And he'll be for a chance down the next DRS zone. The battle rages on between Bots and Crazy Kiwi. Crazy Kiwi doing a fantastic job at the moment of defending the position from the Alpha. Bots is grinding away at this one, it would seem. And he's trying to find his way through. Trying to find a weakness. He's trying to find that vulnerable spot on the track. Kiwi will be trying to do the same thing. Trying to figure out where he's quickest out of the corners. And where Bots isn't so quick. But this is not going to be one of them. DRS for Bots. Chucks it down the inside. And that's going to be an easy move. Will Kiwi reply? You see Bots come into frame. And nope. It won't be. He's been beaten fair and square there by the Alpha driver. Bot's doing a good job, finds himself up into 4th. And now it's Crazy's turn to grind away and find those vulnerabilities of Bots. What a race. We're about hitting the halfway mark very shortly. And thanks again for joining us tonight. My name's Josh from Demo and Garage. And this is the Friday Night League F1 Grand Prix from Hungary. And thanks for joining us. Don't forget, if you like eSports, e-racing, don't forget to subscribe, like, or follow the channel so you can see more like this in the future. We have plenty of other different leagues and categories coming up. Breed-In has been involved in an incident. I think that was Breed-In there. As Zen moves up. I'm not sure what's happened to Breed-In. Sorry, I don't know if that's a disconnect issue. So that's a very, very odd... Oh, Mike's been DNF'd as well. So we've now lost 3 drivers. Kiwi's been given a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And he's on his marks now. New tyres on, new tyres off. He's taken to the hards. And he'll come out of that one. Little Black moves up into 5th. If he can make those... There's no way, I don't think Little Black's going to make those mediums last. But maybe he's trying to do that. Crazy Kiwi and Epic still fighting. So we've lost 3 drivers. We've lost Mike, Breed-In and Meadow. Not quite sure what happened to Breed-In or Mike there. Oh, Mingman and Zen. Zen's pushing his way through the field. And look at this. Ming gets the spot back. Zen steals it away from him. They're neck and neck. They touch wheels. That could have been catastrophic for the Red Bull. But Mingman still won't give up. Zen is looking pretty pacey though. I wonder if those medium tyres are starting to fall off the cliff now. But Mingman is not giving up. And he's making Zen work for that spot. He's making him work for 8th. Well, Zen had the better line through there. Look at the extra speed Zen carried through that. That was the difference in racing lines. And yeah, Ming, he's struggling. A little bit of understeer for him, and that's going to hurt his time. You can see, and he's outside DRS now. That would have been very, very helpful as we come down to this front straight here at Hungary, but after 14 corners, he couldn't quite keep just within that 1 second mark. So Zen will fly away and start lap 16. Crazy Kiwi following Epic at the moment. Epic's managed to build a bit of a gap. Little Black's doing a really good job of fighting back at the moment. He's just within a second of BP here. There could be an overtake very shortly. And don't forget to vote for your FNL1 eSports Driver of the Day. There will be I think the thing should be posted now if it was set up correctly. There should be a link on the FNL1 eSports Facebook, or if you go to FNL1esports.com, it'll take you to it. And you can vote for your driver of the day. If you don't know who it is yet, please stick around. We've still got at least 17 laps to go in this one. We're only halfway. And it's been very, very intriguing. We've got some interesting strategies still to play out tonight. And one of them is Little Black's. He's got DRS here, and it looks like he's closing the gap quite considerably on BP. BP isn't looking to defend. And I thought Little Black might chuck it up into the corner there. There's a battle raging in between Bots and Yayo too. So Bots is on some old tyres. And looks like Yayo's a little bit too quick as he's just gone to the hards. And Hawks, same thing. Hawks has gone in as well and taken the hard tyres. Mingman's in the pits and he'll come out behind his teammate Aussie there. So they were looking very, very strong, these Red Bull guys early on. And there's no chance of rain, by the way, guys, if you're hoping for that happening. Rain is not expected. Hawks has just put in the quickest lap of the race. 120. And Zen looks to be making another position forward. Will he get to the podium before the end of this one? It's going to be a very hard task, I think. But like I said early on, this was his best opportunity to move up, was to take those hard tyres when he did. Bots has entered the pit lane. And they should be racing Bots coming out. Here he is. Bots just comes out in front of Kiwi there. And Epic just gets around turn 1 before we see Bots enter the racing line. Little Black and BP. Well, BP, he's going to be close to the end of that stint, and I don't know how much longer Little Black's going to make those tyres last. BP, he's done 16, and everyone else is on the hards here, so he's gone the longest. But this is heating up here, this little battle for 7th, as Zen is on his redemption run through the field. We're not quite sure what happened to them, but there must have been a big incident, because we had at least 4 cars come in early on for new wings, at least. I do apologise about that. I thought it was the goddamn formation lap. Oh well, at least this week I remembered to hit spectate. If you remember last week, I totally forgot to hit spectate and had to crush a McLaren before I could watch the race. So there you go. BP's been pinged for speeding, and that'll add a 5-second time to his end of race time there, so that could change things. Watch those penalties, guys. It can change the result. Zen's got the DRS, and Kiwi's looking very feisty with the defensive line. He's going to make him run the long way. He's being squeezed on the inside as Kiwi, and Zen still has it. He's got the inside line for 2. This is the beneficial line. Does Kiwi go back at it? He does. He's on the dirty line too, and he's doing a really good job of holding him up into 3. Oh, and Zen has played it safe and given Kiwi that spot. But I think Zen has studied his enemy, and I think he knows where to strike next. Like I said, he's a very cool and calculated man. I'm sure he's already worked this one out in his head, what he's going to be doing next. Let's have a look. He's already, look at his ERS. He's turned that down to 0. Let's have a look at Kiwi. Kiwi's done the same thing, so they're waiting to use that. When he sees Zen go push the pass, there we go, he's turned it up, he's defending it. Look at this, Zen can't find a way through. Kiwi is using that runner to block the road, and he's more than entitled to do that. This is racing after all. Into the final second to last hairpin. He needs a good exit here. Zen's going to be wanting that one. Let's see, does he turn those ERS settings up? He does, look at that, he's up to 3, he's got the DRS. Turns it up to 5, he's got it all the way to the max. Kiwi now very hugging the inside line because he knows that's his best opportunity to make the defend. Kiwi though is already at the apex, and he's won that one out there. Kiwi doing a fantastic job, but it's not over yet. Into 2. There could be a switch over here as Kiwi's run a little wide. Zen though keeps his cool. He's not going to try something into 4. Surely not. As they hit the crest of the hill and turn in for 4. They remain 6th and 7th. What a battle that's raging on. There was also change of positions down here with Epic and Bots. Epic falling back behind Bots a little bit. So let's see what Epic can do. He'll be doing the same thing. Studying his compatriot in front, Bots. It's a little close on the braking there. Wasn't quite the same sort of braking markers for both of them. I think Bots got a good exit. Bit of wheel spin, sounded like for Epic. Hugging that line close. Bots with the wider line. That was the better line, because look at their run. He gets out of that exit. He's going to have the better top speed. And coming into the braking zone, DRS, I don't think it's going to be enough for Epic to get it. It's not. He's nice and close. Look at this. Zen doing the same thing. Chucks the car out wide, going for the switchback. Again, Kiwi just on top of his game at the moment. Back to the epic bots battle. Playing it safe there at the moment. Kiwi still in front of Zen. So I would imagine Zen's a little bit quicker. Peter Hatfield has liked the stream. Thank you, Peter. And thanks for watching, brother. Be like Peter and like the stream too. I would appreciate that, guys. Obviously, you don't have to, but it does help. So I do appreciate it when you do. So thank you very much, Peter. Here comes Zen. So we've got 2 battles to watch here. We've got the Zen Kiwi battle. And look at that. BP is there. BP is not too far off. Little Black, remember? I don't know if he's going to make those tyres last. He's got 13 laps done, but he's in 3rd at the moment. Kiwi ran a little bit wide there, giving Zen a bit of a look in to maybe making a move, but BP's looking quick, isn't he? Zen's tyres are getting really old here, but they should last as we come to the end of this one. Here we go, another overtake coming up. Driver of the day. Don't forget you can vote for your driver of the day. FNL1 eSports.com. He's looking to squeeze it up the inside. He knows that's his best opportunity. And Zen has done it finally. Pushing Kiwi very wide. Squeezing him out of the track. And Zen has secured that spot. But now Kiwi is under attack immediately from behind from BP. BP right up the gearbox of that Renault. BP's looking quick as well. He's going to be one to watch. Those 2 guys run a little bit wide there. BP keeping it within the track limit. CME Racing has said, who knew Kiwis could fly? I didn't. Aren't they a flightless bird, surely? I didn't know that either. I actually don't know if they can fly or not. But that's a good question. Like, literally a good question. I get the joke, but you know what I mean. Just being an idiot. All right. We're watching BP suss his teammate. Oh, he ran a little bit extra long there. Missing his braking zone, I think. He's doing his best, though, to rattle the Renault. Just hasn't worked out this lap at all. He does have DRS. And Kiwi's not going to defend. Oh, he's going to show him a nose. There could be some contact. There is. BP has got the drift on. He's collected it. We didn't see any carbon go flying. I think they both lucked out there. But BP putting in the nose, I think a little bit too quick. He saw an opportunity. He went for it. It wasn't the right one. And Ming has gotten in front of his teammate Aussie. And it's not looking good for the 2 Red Bull drivers here today. As we did lose 3 early on. And they've been relegated to the back end of this field. Angry, though, has 2 very, very angry looking Red Bulls coming up. And he hasn't got a lot of ERS left either. He's going to find that hard to defend. Let's have a look at the ERS situation on Ming. He's got 41 and 62 for Oars. So they've got plenty of energy left to get that overtake. So Angry's going to have a very difficult time in defending these guys off here. It won't be long before they get around him, I think. He needs to start conserving. He's already using it. He's using his energy already. And he's quickly running out. But Mingman is within the DRS range here of Angry. And you'd think it's a given. Little Black is still out on track, by the way. He's currently 3rd. Let's see what Ming can do here. He's got the DRS button activated. The wing is open. Gives him less drag. And he's taking the inside line to 1. And Angry's being pushed out wide. Will that stick? Probably. He's going to force Ming around the outside of 2 on the dusty line. They might go for the switchback here as they come down the hill up towards 3 and then to the blind apex of 4. Into the frame they come. They crest that hill and turn in, and it's still Angry in front of Ming here, but it almost seems inevitable that Ming is going to get this overtake done. Let's give you a quick update on how the rest of the field is faring. This is Hawks. He leads the race, and he's on lap 25. Yayo just coming around as well. He's in second. A Little Black currently third, but he surely can't make those medium tyres last any longer than what he's done. Epic is fighting off Bots by the looks of things. Bots has DRS. And Epic with the inside line. Bots trying to go around and out. I think this might work for him as they appear. It hasn't. Epic still with the inside line, the favourable line, the dirty line for the Alpha. The Alpha now with the inside, and that's going to be a great textbook move from Bots. Epic did everything he could to stop him, but Bots was just too good at the end of the day, getting himself fourth here. And it looks like Mingman has gotten that overtake on Angry. Just up into turn one. And you can see just how much closer Aussie is now. Oh, he's pushing Aussie out wide, though I think they touched, clashing wheels. Baku Vettel-esque. Obviously not on purpose, but definitely banging the wheels together. Mingman's been given a multiple warning penalty. Oh, I thought there was a car on the side of the road. Ming has spun himself around after all that work. Look, he's down, has to recover. And there we go. Angry has now been overtaken as Aussie flies off into the distance, never to be seen again. Zen's coming into the pits here, so he couldn't quite get those hards to work all the way to the end. He did try, but unfortunately 24 laps was a little bit too much to ask. But he'll be on the mediums to the end, and he'll be one of the quicker cars out on track, so we might be able to make up some time here. But this one's been an ongoing battle now for some time. And it's piqued my interest. So, if you are new here, my name's Josh, and this is Demo 1 Garage. We do live eSports motor racing, live and free on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube with commentary. At the moment, we have races on Thursdays, every second Thursday, every Friday after the Grand Prix. So Hungary was the one exception where we wanted to put it in the middle of the F1 break. So 1 week after Belgium, we'll have a Spa race on that Friday. Joshua Montfort's here, man, and he's liked the stream. Hello, man. How are you going? Also, one of the best names in the world, Joshua, if I do say so myself. Good morning, Josh, as he says hello on Facebook. We also have Race on Oz on Sunday nights at 8:30 GMT. The One Make Volkswagen series they're doing at the moment. And Monday mornings at 10 o'clock, we have the SFR GT Challenge. Swatter has followed on Twitch. Welcome along to the team, buddy. Thank you for the new follow. Good to have you along. Now, we've been watching this battle heat up. Let's get a bit of an update on the rest of the field. This is our race leader, Hawks, and he is leading the championship at the moment. He's on 102 points. Zen's got 87 points. And then it's down to BP's got 61. Little Black's running in third. Bots is in fourth, and he's fighting off Epic. And Epic is doing his darndest here. He's on some older tyres, though, so he's at a disadvantage. Here's BP. He's running sixth, and he's going to be catching up to the likes of Epic, I think, very shortly. Crazy Kiwi. Well, he's down in seventh at the moment. Zen Razo had an incident early on. He ran hards for 25, 26 laps, and he's just got onto the mediums here to run him to the end, and he's currently running 8th. Aussie, he should make it to the end on those tyres, but he's going to be conserving some rubber, I think, by the end of it. We have lost Mingman. Did anyone see that happen? So we're out to 10 drivers now. We've lost 4 tonight. That's unfortunate, and Angry is holding it up from the back of the field in 10th position. We've lost Mingman, Mike, Breedin in Meadow. And that's how things stand at the moment. But this is the battle, the closest the two cars are at the moment. Our next question is, when does Little Black pit? This is the lap Little Black pits. Let's see where he comes out on track. He's got a bit of time on bots here. So BP's retired. So BP's had an issue. Can we see where BP crashed out? There's BP on your inside right. That's a very odd spot for BP to end up, but we've lost one more driver. It's a race of attrition. Little Black will re-enter the circuit in 5th spot, and he couldn't be, I don't think he could be happier than that. And he's on the soft tyre, so he's done a 2-stop tonight, and he's going to be on the quickest tyre to the end. He'll get exactly the amount of laps he needs out of that. They'll be spent, but he should get some really quick times in here. He's going to be catching up to the likes of Epic and Bots in no time. AB Saints has followed on Twitch as well. Cheers, AB Saints. Thank you very much. And don't forget, if you've been watching, you can also vote for your driver of the day at FNL1eSports.com. There should be a link to a poll which you can do so. All results will be posted on their Facebook page, so keep in contact with FNL1 Esports on their Facebook. And if you want to join their league, you're more than welcome to come along. Just let them know. So, Little Black, angry, has gotten in front of Aussie. Aussie's decided to pit and take the softs to the end, so that's probably a safe bet, but he now has to get in front of Angry once again. So he's got a little bit of work ahead of him. Yayo is just, Hawks is just, he's just been so quick today. No one's been able to match him. Little Black has passed Bots. So Little Black is back up into 3rd. Those soft tyres are just too quick. There's no way he'll catch. Kiwi has gotten Zenrazo there. So there's a lot happening here at the end. Zen's on the quicker tyre too. I wonder how that happened. I wonder if you made a little small error coming out of the last turn. But look how much quicker he is into there. He's got much more grip to play with than what Kiwi does. He's back in front before 4. And he's done it. Kiwi backed off. That was a safe move, but you can see just how much more grip Zen has. It is loads more than what Kiwi has to play with. And that made all the difference with that one. Bots now just riding in behind his teammate Little Black. These Alpha guys have had a really good night tonight. And Little Black's done a really good job of recovering after an incident in the first laps. But we are near the end of this one. We're on lap 31 of 35. And I want to shout out CME Racing, Air Marshal, Prince, Joshua Monfort, Peter, AB Saints. There was one more. The guy who followed me on Twitch. Sorry, I should have written it down. I want to thank all you guys tonight for coming along. And anyone else that is out there that I haven't mentioned. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really do. We've had a very, very interesting night tonight. Strategy's played a big part. And I'm glad I was able to bring it to you. Now, Epic. They're a little bit ways off, aren't they, between Aussie and Angry? I think Angry, though, is destined to come 9th tonight. So we've lost BP, Mingman, Mike, and Breedin. That's amazing. I don't think we've ever lost that many drivers before. Maybe France. Maybe France. I don't know if anyone has a good enough memory and remembers how many drivers we lost there at Circuit Paul Ricard. But you can see Little Black now on those red softs has really opened the gap between his teammate. 5 seconds, and it grows every millimetre he drives. That could easily grow to 10 before the end of this one. And once again, before you forget, you can vote for Driver of the Day. There will be a poll up on the website you see below, FNL1 eSports. Let us know who you think deserves it. Who would I give it to tonight? Interesting question. I kind of want to give it, but my guesses would either be between Little Black or Zen, I think. I'm not sure if Zen caused the incident that he was involved with, but he's done really well to fight back up into 5th place. Obviously, some retirements have helped that. So, I don't want to take anything away from the pace Hawks has had tonight, or the pace that Yayo's had. But Little Black, I think with the 2-stop that he's done, I thought it was a crazy strategy at first. But to finish the race on softs here and to finish himself up on the podium, I think that's worthy of my Driver of the Day here tonight. So, Driver of the Day for me, I'd be voting for Little Black. Let us know who you think deserves it, though. You don't have to agree with me, of course. So, let's have a look at the fastest laps here tonight. Aussie's actually got that one settled. 1:18.950, so he must have done that as he's put on those softs. And that's an extra point coming his way as long as no one else claims that before the end. Penultimate lap here tonight. Not only one more to go after this. Let's have a look at the stops that they've used. You can see Hawks has done the 1, Yayo with the 1. Little Black, the 2-stop that I didn't think was going to work, but it's obviously worked wonders for him. And then Bots with the 1-stop. He's up into 4th. Zen, he had a 2-stop. He was sort of forced into that with that incident. Kiwis had a 1-stop. And Epic, Aussie, and Angry's done a 3-stop. Oh, he's getting lapped here at the moment. He's getting well out of the way of the faster traffic. But it looks like Hawks quickest in qualifying, and he's going to be the quickest one around here in 35 laps as he comes around for the penultimate time, and we'll begin the final lap here of round 6 for the Friday Night League Formula 1 Hungarian Grand Prix. We can see from the start, Hawks has not gained anything, either Yayo, so they're going to finish where they started. Little Black has moved up 3. Now, I didn't realise, but Bots has taken 9 spots out of that one, so he's definitely a contender for Driver of the Day. Zen, he's actually down 2 because of that incident. Kiwi's up 1, Epic's down 2, Aussie down 4, he's had a shocker. And Angry up to 1. So, improvement's an improvement. But it's been this man all the way from the start to finish. And it's looking like he's going to get another win stroke next to his name on those timing sheets. I don't think he'll get the fastest lap, but he won't care. And don't forget, we'll have the interviews with the top 3 straight after the podium. So stick around and we'll have a chat with the drivers. Bonjour, Alfred. Welcome, brother. Alfred joins us on Twitch. Here we go. And that's a win for Hawks. And he takes the checkered flag and celebrates in style. It's Yayo to be second to see it. And then a Little Black with the 2-stop again, which I didn't think would work for him, but it's proven to be the strategy he needed to do. And he will take that final podium spot tonight. Congratulations to Hawks, Yayo and Little Black. You guys fought a very good race. Akana says, congratulations, Hawks. Thank you, Akana. Bots to take fourth. Zen with a very respectable fifth position, but he's going to fall off behind Hawks now in the championship because of that one. And he had a DNF last week, don't forget. Kiwi's coming around. And he's going to get that Renault home just in time. He's almost out of fuel. I think he is out of fuel, actually. He's going to roll across the line in sixth spot. He just makes it. Epic is also getting low on fuel. And he will take seventh tonight. But it was Hawks who wins it. Listen in to the drivers. We'll have interviews in a moment.
Well, I played the team game good.
Yeah. Me and my teammate worked well together again.
So much for that formation lap.
What the fuck happened there, man?
Yeah, they screwed a lot of people up.
That fucked our race.
You
It is what it
totally
is, though.
screwed us epic with that one, man. Fuck. I'm still spewing with that.
Anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah. That'll get better than that race.
So, not even the drivers knew. So after all the penalties, it's Hawks, Yayo,
Yeah,
Little
I
Black,
put it with the end on the hard, but I thought I may as well get that extra point.
Bots and Zen.
Yeah, because I crashed out and I was sitting there watching all the pits and I'm like, yeah, going fastest lap there.
Yeah.
14 seconds, Kiwi. That's pretty impressive.
Well done, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I had 2 warnings over
Nice drive, Hawks.
And get in there for the interview.
Now.
Alrighty. Interviews coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
What's going on?
Josh.
Not much. I will be with you in a second, guys.
No worries, mate.
Well done, Hawksy.
Thanks, buddy.
Too quick, man. Too quick.
Oh, let's put the practice in here, dude. I hate this track. I hate this one, and I just wanted to not crash on it, dude. That was my only goal. Mate, you were quick considering you had no hardly any
Did it again, was running in the podium and quartered it on my
put a bit of time in
Just
it, I
fucking
reckon.
rush.
I saw that.
Oh,
maybe.
fuck it.
Yeah, we're watching it.
I was gutted.
Okay. Well, we don't have Little Black here, but we got Hawks and Yayo. Hawks obviously winning that one, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good race. My perspective, anyway.
Yeah. Now you didn't start on the. You started on the mediums, am I right?
Yes, yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, because I think Epic was sharing that front row with you on the softs, and I thought he might have the run on you in the turn one, but I wasn't honestly looking because I thought it was the formation lap. But
No, that's okay. Yeah, I think that threw a lot of people off at the start, actually. The no formation lap. Like, I actually saw it pretty much on the fourth or third lap. I was like, oh, boys, you know, it's not a formation lap, so I was aware of it. But I think for a lot of people, it caught a lot of people out at the start, I feel like. And, yeah, Epic on the softs, he got a blinding start. I don't know where he started, but...
yeah, he was
yeah, he
second.
through. I basically just want to get around turn one, and my race was just to try and gap it. Like, I know it's boring from my perspective, like just drive around doing like time trial laps almost, but
Hamilton style, 2017-16.
yeah, it was just good to lead. Like, you know, when I got the pole, I was happy, and then just the sort of, again, it's just those Mercedes boys. You gotta be ahead of them or around them to be in contention, and Like, yeah, I don't know what happened to Zen. I know he pitted early too, and I think he got called out by the formation net. But
yeah, there was at least 4 people that were, I think, in an incident.
yeah, it did look chaos back there. It really did.
Well, I mean, there was no formation lap. You obviously had it because I thought you were going through that formation lap relatively too quickly. I was like, surely he wants to slow the field down, and then you just kept going, and I'm like, they're on lap 2, okay. But
yeah,
anyway, things happen. But yeah, congratulations, man. Hawks on top. Did you put much practice into? Because you said it's not your favorite track.
No, I think it's like that unconscious thing. It's not my favorite, so I'll probably put a lot of practice into it. Excuse me. I know in time trial I'll put a lot of practice in, but I think everyone struggled with tyre wear and tyre temperatures more specific as well this race. On that left-hand side, it was an absolute killer. So during the race, I was actually just trying to not scrub my tyres, not so much slide in the corners. I was really focused on doing the one-stop and making that happen, really. Like, I was in 2 minds as well. That's why I qualified on the mediums to do the softs or go 2 stops or 1. Just sort of gave it that flexibility in this race for strategy. But I saw what Yayo was doing, and I tried to copy him. That was my only sort of strategy, really.
It worked out. And for the guys playing at home, just interestingly, what setup do you use for your wheel and pedals, etc.?
Well, this was the first race of my new Fanatec Elite base and my Club Sport V2 Formula 1 wheel. So, and then I got the Fanatec V1 pedals, the original ones. So that was what I was sort of running. So good to christen the new wheel with a win, that's for sure. So I was happy about that one.
Investment paid off.
So far, so good. Yeah.
See what happens next time. Yayo in the Mercedes got 2nd spot. Out-qualified Zen. Did you expect that to happen?
How you going, Josh? It's been a while since I've been
it has.
chatting to you after a race.
It has. But it's good to get variety because usually the GT sport leagues that I do, it's always the same 3 guys. So it's good to get a bit of variety in the mix. But anyway, yeah, you were out-qualified by Zen. Did you expect it?
No, not really. I was pretty happy with the qualifying lap. I was actually on my last run, 100 up in the first sector, and then had an off track, which I was a bit annoyed about, which I think would have got me on pole. Then the start, I started second, and I was just cruising, thought it was a formation lap, and I saw this Ferrari just rip past me, and I was thinking, hang on a minute, why is Epic doing that? Yeah. And then I heard my teammate yelling out, "It's the formation lap's not working. The formation lap's not working."
Jesus.
So I
caught you out.
Put the pedal down. Had a good battle with Epic at the start. I knew I had to try and get him to stick with Hawks, but by that time I was 3.5 seconds down. And the Hawksy had too much pace. It's all about Hawksy. He was just in another league. Even though I was 3.5 seconds down, he was 2-3 tenths a lap quicker. And I tried everything I could, but he was just too quick, too good. And I was basically just trying to get second. The rest of the race just...
You got it. Did you have many...
Yeah.
Were you pressurised much from anyone in third at the start?
Nah. No, once I got Epic, he was on the soft, so I pulled away from fairly quickly, and then all I noticed was that Mike was in third for a while. I don't know what happened to him, and then I can't remember the guy. Little Black, was in third, and I think I'm pretty happy for him because I think it's his first race and he's got a podium. So
yeah, well, he dominated F2 last night and he got third here tonight, so he's a quick man.
But I don't think I was ever going to win that race, but I think the formation lap made it a little bit harder for me and my teammate. I know Zen was eaten alive by the formation lap not working, and then I think he broke his front wing and then had to pit and spun. So it was a bit disappointing because I was chatting to him midweek and we were hoping to get some pretty decent points. Try and beat Hawksy in his bloody Renault. So
that's two in a row for Zen that haven't gone to plan. A DNF now and you got fifth here, but You know, I think he
I
could
got
have,
50. Okay, that's all right.
he could have been up there, though, I think, without that incident. Plus, you lost to like 5 drivers through the race for absolutely no idea why, but
Yeah.
that's racing.
Yeah. But, no, thanks again, Josh, for the stream. And I'm happy with second. Stoked.
Do it.
Finally chat to you after a race.
And what about you? What's your setup for rig?
Oh, I'm just running G29 pedals and wheel.
Yep.
Although I am looking at upgrading to V3 Fanatec pedals in the coming weeks. So
We could still,
see
you
if-
can get a
we'll
good
see if
price.
that gives me any more base.
You can get a good price for your G29 online. I sold mine for a few $100 and it was snapped up within a day. So it's a decent wheel what you got.
Yeah. Oh, I've got no issue with the wheel. I'd like a bit more feel in the throttle, but
Yeah, I had the same issue.
But yeah, I mean F1 at the moment we're running medium traction control, so it's not too much of an issue. But when we go to no traction control like racing on PC, I need a better set of pedals, I think.
Absolutely.
So,
Well,
the G29's doing the job.
it is. You got your second. Can't really complain there. So, yes, congratulations, Hawks.
Thanks, guys.
Blistering
Thanks, mate.
pace.
Thanks, Josh.
And
for
thank
the
you,
stream as well.
Yayo. Hopefully we'll get to chat again next week. But yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
coming in.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks, Hawks. Well done.
All right, thanks, yeah, mate. Good hustle.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to end it there, I think. That was Hawks and Yayo telling us their experiences out there on the track tonight. Obviously, the formation lap tricking up a few people, not just me. So that could be a contentious one. So that's going to be something that's going to be changed in the protocol for the coming weeks, I'd imagine. But thanks again to everyone that has liked the stream tonight, subscribed or followed. Thank you, CME, Akana, Alfred, Prince, Air Marshal, Peter, AB Saints, and Joshua Montfort, and the 2 other guys I know I'm forgetting. But thank you very much. Hope you'd enjoyed that one. Again, don't forget Driver of the Day at FNL1eSports.com. And if you are an F1 fan, might I suggest the Lights Out F1 podcast. You can find it on Spotify, Apple iTunes, FM, Stitcher, or Podbean. Google Play is coming. And have a listen if you are an F1 fan. Excuse me. But that's all I've got for you tonight. Join me again on Sunday for a GT race with the Race on Oz crew. But this has been the FNL1 eSports Formula 1 Championship Round 6 from Hungary. My name's Josh, and I'm signing off. Until next time, race starting on the edge, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night.